So I realized that my videos may look like I'm too upset, and maybe I am. Um, so I decided to research masturbation. Um, and it says here masturbation is a focus on self. At the same time, what a married couple does in their bedroom by mutual consent is ultimately between them and God. So you do have couples that, have their own like regimen or their own little routines or whatever. And then if you're not married, you don't want to be a slut, you don't want to be a hoe, masturbate. Masturbation should not be a sin. Masturbation is a focus on yourself. You need to get to know yourself before you let anyone all up and through your body. And I agree. I agree. Masturbation is something very private that's between you and your own body. It shouldn't be a problem with that. And I felt like, based off my experience last night and these couple of days with Bay and stuff like that, when Bay's not home and shit like that, you know? It, but I wanted to bring up certain points, like as far as married couples, we're not married yet. We do plan to get married, but we do have our hiccups. And I need to make sure that my hiccups are very, very clear, or else I'm not getting married. Point blank, period. You know why? Because I love myself. I love myself very dearly. I love masturbation. When I'm in that kind of zone, I like to touch myself. I like to know myself. I like to figure out what I like, and I feel like it's a private thing. I feel like it's between me, my mind, my body, and my soul. No one is going to be lying to me. No one is going to talk that dumb shit to try to get in between my legs and all up and through my body. For what? And once you know that, you enjoy yourself more. No matter what the fuck is happening outside. No matter what the fuck your ex is going through. No matter what. You are enjoying your body. I'm one of those people. I enjoy my showers. I enjoy my own company. I enjoy what I watch on TV. I enjoy what I like to listen to as far as music goes. I enjoy myself. Now, when I feel like maybe I should add someone else into that mix, that's my decision. No one's forcing me to do that. That's my decision. And yes, I've made mistakes in the past where I've made wrong decisions. I've made quick decisions and decisions that later on I regret. And again, that's part of me loving myself. Now, some people are against masturbation. Some people want you to feel like you got to be married at 5. For what? So you can know that I'm married at 5? Like, it doesn't make sense. You should be able to choose what you do with your body, how you love your body, how you care for your body, and you should be able to choose who you let around your body, who you let touching your body, you know? And that conversation could go way into other directions, but this goes for my kids as well. Use protection. When you decide it's that time, use protection. Again, use protection. People have the tendency to feel like because you're boys that I shouldn't give a fuck, or that you're boys I should raise you to not really give a fuck. No, you're boys and you have the power to reproduce. You're boys and you have the power to make more of you or not. But use protections. Girls are just as fast as boys. You may think this girl is very pure and she's not. And I don't want you to go through stuff like that. I want you to make sure that you choose wisely. I want you to make sure that if you choose on your own, that you choose wisely. You use protection. And that goes for adults. Adults forget to use protection too. Adults think that they know who's clean and who's not off rip. No, no. And you can avoid a lot of those kind of mistakes with masturbation. I feel like not a lot of people talk about stuff like that. So I'm gonna start like looking up different topics, different terms, different words to describe. Because I am thinking about sex toys and shit like that for my store. And so I want to pick and choose what to discuss in some of my videos. I have to start creating content and shit like that. So I gotta kind of think how I'm gonna promote certain stuff. A dildo is kind of hard to promote without facts, and a vibrator is hard to promote. And a lot of these stank ass wannabe bitches pretending they bougie as shit when they know they damn interested. It's sad to me. I don't want to be that person. I want to be able to freely speak to my kids about sex and options and birth control and all types of shit, so that they can have some knowledge before talking to some chick about their feelings, their heart, and their emotions. Um, and even if it's not even going that direction, I want them to feel free knowing certain stuff. To recommend to their friends later on in life, or to like feel grown, like have some knowledge. Part of feeling grown and being grown is knowledge. Um, and again, they feel like I don't give a fuck what my kids are learning or what they know, what they don't know, and I do. If you watch one of my previous videos, I'm expressing how when I was younger, I wanted to learn about safe sex, and I was kind of limited due to a nosy wannabe person. And I feel like I wasn't right. Um, I haven't been to school in a long time as far as those grades where they're talking about safe sex and shit like that. My grade is kind of like, you should know this by now. Um, but I don't want them feeling limited to knowledge as far as how their body is changing and shit like that, which is part of the reason why I let them be with their father. Um, Only he would be able to kind of teach them how to be men growing up or whatever. And sometimes boys feel like they don't have to express certain shit to their mother, so I understand that. Um, but I do want them to know that I wouldn't mind putting them on to certain info, and girls might be mad, but fuck it. My kids deserve to know. Um, if their father don't let them know, I need to let them know. Um, and shit like that. But as far as my store goes, yeah, everyone pulling up to my store when it's relaunch should enjoy masturbation. That's the whole point. Um, and I'm still unsure if it's just gonna be sex toys. Initially, I wanted to go with the idea of eyelashes and shit like that. And if I'm mixing up inventory, I want to make sure everything makes sense. Um, when you go to the website, I want to make sure everything makes sense. If there's going to be a section for lashes, I want the name of the lashes to go with like the name of the toys or the color of the toys or the vibe of the toys and stuff like that. I wanted everything to make sense. Um, and I'm just kind of thinking ahead. I'm not saying teenagers have to purchase this shit. I'm just saying you know, it shouldn't be a sin. Um, you shouldn't be getting hit. You shouldn't be getting in trouble for wandering or lurking or whatever. But please be mature when you do. Um, and also, I wanted to discuss couples. Like for example, my babe knows I have toys. Um, I have two toys that I like playing with, and at some point, you gotta kind of like learn if it bothers them or not. Sometimes I feel like maybe guys might get intimidated or feel away if they know that you're playing with toys, and not them. And so that's something else that I think I should discuss in a different video. But I kind of want to briefly uh, discuss it now so I don't forget. Um, and like, it might not make sense to some, but it does to me. Because obviously part of the reasons why I do have two kids prior to this baby coming up is because I wasn't entertaining masturbation like I should have been. I was actually entertaining their father, which is how we ended up having kids. And again, we didn't use protection, so that's how they came about. But I'm saying like in a situation where, you're becoming a teenager and stuff like that, you might want to practice safe sex. And part of the practice safe sex vibe is masturbation. There's nothing wrong with it. You're not gonna get pregnant by touching yourself or playing with yourself or whatnot. Um, but as far as grown folks, entertaining masturbation with or without your partner around is something you kind of should discuss. Um, I felt like last night was one of those nights where I was able to play with my toys if I wanted to, and I felt awkward because I wasn't expecting to be playing with my toys. I was actually expecting to play with my guy. And I don't know if it was because he was tired or upset at something I did or said prior, but it's like it feels nice that your partner doesn't mind you playing with your toys, but at the same time, you kind of want to make sure that they're not upset that you're playing with your toys or that, it's not really bothering them. Because again, guys are weird. Guys are weird. And you just kind of want to make sure that there's no issues there. Um, and then, of course, you got girls playing with toys with other girls, um, which is the initial vibe for my store. But I've been watching like porn lately. And I hope I don't get judged for this. But I've been watching some porn lately with Bay and stuff, and so they got some cute toys being used and shit like that. And I want some of those in my store when I get the chance to reopen my store. They got some sparkly shits, some shits that it's a dildo and a vibrator, and it's like it's cute. Um, I want all types of cute shit in my store. Also for girls who play with girls and girls, getting ready to get married, they might need a toy or something. Bachelorette party type vibes and shit like that. That's kind of what um initiated the idea. I might want to add some lingerie on there. Light lingerie, not too OD. Light lingerie that you might want to gift to a friend or family member that, is getting married soon or something like that. Um and because my store initially was about lashes and shit like that, I still want to keep the lashes idea. So I don't know how I want to do it. I have to go back into my store and see the layout and stuff like that. Um, but the lashes basically kind of symbolize stay alert. Um, make sure you observe what you need to be observing. Stay focused. Um, and look cute. No matter what the fuck is going on, look cute always. You'd be surprised what a pair of lashes could do to your whole face, your whole look. Um, but as far as like the self care portion of the website, I don't know what the fuck. Of course, I'm gonna have some lubricant, maybe some lotion, but I don't know. I don't want to OD. I feel like if I don't have the lubricant, condoms, and lotion and shit, you should get it on your own. Kind of learn the material of the toy and kind of go about whatever it is that you use on the regular. I don't want to really tell people what to use because I know there's allergies that people may have, and I don't want to be at fault. So it's a whole bunch of shit I got to think about. But I feel like sex sells, so I feel like the sex toys route would make sense. Lashes you could find anywhere, but I want my lashes to be really, really special, really, really different. Lubricant and lotions and condoms may irritate people, and I don't want them getting irritated because some of the products from my store are from China. So I still got to research and figure out what the fuck is going on because I did open my store during COVID. Um, and a lot of the items were taking forever to be delivered. And which means they got to go through mad different postals and mad different uh, warehouses and shit like that, which could also irritate, just mentally at least, because like, this shit has been everywhere. So it's like, um, but yeah, I just thought this was a little random video to put together, about masturbations, a little info on my relaunch, um, some relationship talk. Uh, I feel like you should be able to be open and discuss anything and everything with your partner. Um, that's just how I am naturally. And I feel like if your partner makes you feel a little weird about discussing shit with them, really think about what the fuck is going on in your relationship. Really wonder, is it bothering them? Are they telling me the truth? Are they telling me everything I need to know? Are they hiding something? Like stuff like that. Um, I had my toys before I moved in, so keeping it clean and you know, after every use would make sense. But again, only you will know yourself, only you will know your toy. Uh, how do you guys feel about um, letting your partner play with the toys? Like letting your partner allow you to play with your toys or not being bothered that you're playing with your toys? Do you feel insecure? Do you feel more secure? Stuff like that is what I would like to know. Um, how do you feel about introducing sex talk and sex toys and sex self care to upcoming teenagers and upcoming young adults, I should say. Um, I do want to introduce sex ed for my own knowledge, entertainment, and for the channel. So I will be starting to research right now, like during the time. Hopefully, I don't forget though. During the time that I don't have classes. Summertime is coming. I feel like sex ed, sex talk, knowledge on sex and shit like that should be done before summer because motherfuckers be wilding By the time they out of school and summertime is here, you know, they want to be outside. They want to look like hoes. They want to look like sluts. They want to talk to everybody. They cuffing. They want to do all of this before cuffing season. So I feel like it's a perfect time to have these kind of discussions. Remind folks, because folks really forget about these things. And you know, when you're being tempted or you're feeling different shit around someone new or someone you like or someone you know, you start thinking irrational. You start making decisions that maybe later on you might regret. And I feel like you should remember to always care about yourself and your body and your mind and your soul before anything with someone else. Before anything with someone else. So that is the point of this video.